Okay. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, or as I should be saying, I'm back to the channel after a very unusual and impromptu break. And that's kind of what this video is about, is letting everybody know what happened, why I was gone for the past basically month, both, well, bad and some really good things that happened while I was gone. So let's just get into it and get this video out of the way, because I got some other stuff I want to get done. Okay, so let's get this out of the way first, the bad stuff anyway, and that is talking about, well, why was I gone for 3 or 4 weeks and not posting much on social medias except for kind of a vague-ish community post on YouTube. Well, to be frank, is I was in the hospital for about a week and then home for a week recovering from the thing that got me put in the hospital. Not gonna go into too much detail, but basically I was at work on a Wednesday working on a truck that was not able to be lifted on our conventional hoist. In fact, I have I'm a full-time mechanic. I think I mentioned that before, but I have a 7,000 pound floor hoist, and I have a, I think 10 or 12,000 pound 2-post hoist in my bay area, and I could not lift this truck because of the really stupid aftermarket suspension components that were on it. That's a whole other story. But at some point I had my arm in an awkward position while trying to loosen a very over tightened bolt. Basically, when the bolt came loose, I felt my arm kind of real quick, which I didn't think nothing of it at first because my arm didn't hurt after that. It was just a real quick, oh God, you know, okay. Thursday morning though, I felt something in my arm here, like a soft, like little, well, a fluid pocket basically. So I went to the local clinic, which was about a block away. I literally walked there. Told the doctor what happened, etc., blah, blah, blah. Took an x-ray. Yep, you have a fluid pocket there. It's just a muscle. It was just a muscle strain, she said. And I'm not blaming the doctor at all. I want to make that clear. I'm not blaming the doctor. But she basically took the x-ray and said, oh, it looks like just a fluid pocket from a muscle strain. It happens once in a while. Your arm must have been like pinched or had something under pressure while you did that. She goes, it happens. Just ice it real carefully and take ibuprofen, you know, and it should go down. Except for the fact that towards Friday morning, it started feeling a little firm and started feeling a little warm, which I assumed that was it healing. Started feeling worse and worse as the day was going on, to the point where I started feeling really almost sick by Friday night. But at the same time, it's cold and flu season. And it felt like I was having the beginning of a cold, you know, the headaches, the slight fever, the kind of just general bleh feeling. So I left work a little early, picked up my kid, went home. Didn't think nothing of it until Saturday, when my arm started to, well, not to be too graphic anyway, it started to swell up a little bit in that injured area, turn red, get really warm. I was really fevered. I was not feeling good at all. So basically I took my kid somewhere to get watched by somebody so I could go into the hospital, and they immediately started me on antibiotics and a whole bunch of meds, and basically admitted me right there because of a case of cellulitis, which I had never heard of before, but apparently it's a infection and swelling of sorts in one of the layers of skin, which can cause a lot of major problems if that infection gets into the blood, because that causes sepsis and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, they hammered me with antibiotics, and I was in there for a whole freaking week. From that Saturday to basically the following Sunday, I was in the hospital. You know, at its height, my arm was really swelled up and red. They were testing my blood constantly, about like twice a day, to make sure, you know, my white cell count wasn't getting too high and all this kind of stuff. And I was on some really strong antibiotics. Yeah, anyway, then that Sunday I was discharged, and then I was home for a whole week, and I just was not able to go to work. I wasn't able to do much of really anything. I mean, my arm was still kind of sore and it was still a little swollen. I was under a compression wrap and icing it. It's down quite a bit from what it was a couple weeks ago. But yeah, it was just a horrible experience all the way around. In fact, it's very unusual for cellulitis to happen in the arm. Every nurse and doctor that came in that read my chart and said saw cellulitis was expecting to be in my leg, because it's like 99% of the time in people's legs when this happens, because you know, bash your shin on something, or you know, hit your thigh on something, and that's, you know, cellulitis usually happens there. But no, it was in my arm, and they were all kind of surprised. In fact, my main doctor looked at me and said something about, like, I thought he said something around like 30 or 40 cases of cellulitis personally, and I'm like the second arm-based one that he's ever seen. So I kind of feel a little special there. But yeah, I'm doing great now. Like, there was no major health effects or health worries. They were a little worried about a possible sepsis risk because of how bad my arm looked, which is, I found out later, That's why they originally immediately hammered me with antibiotics, basically within the hour of me being at the hospital, because they kind of started to assume that's what it was, until they ran a lot more tests and found out, you know, CT and ultrasound and x-ray to make sure that it wasn't blood related. But yeah, that's the basically story as to why I've been gone for the past 3 or 4 weeks, because I just haven't had the energy. I either was in the hospital. I mean, I tried to work around scripts, but I couldn't type with my right arm here, so I tried to use a speech-to-text on my laptop, which unfortunately that didn't work out very well, because I kept not liking the way stuff sounded, so I had to try to start over, and then I would kind of lose track of where I was in the script, and then it was kind of a headache. So I ended up not doing any video work. I wrote down some video ideas, at least, that I could do, some simple ones to do to get back into the swing of things once I'm all better. And I am going to start working on videos now that I am basically physically able to. So yeah. And one more thing. This is not with all the bad stuff, this isn't a segue to go into like, oh, check out my Patreon, check out my membership, go do a GoFundMe. No, I'm not doing any of that. I don't need to. I have workman's comp. I have other forms of insurance, so I don't need to worry about that, to be honest. So yeah, so that's the bad stuff out of the way. The good stuff out of the way is a couple good things did happen while I was in the hospital. The first of all is that I don't know if anyone truly pays that much attention to my videos or not, but I've slimmed down quite a bit. While I was in the hospital, I've always wanted to lose a little bit of weight. You know, I'm not super weight conscious. My wife isn't either. You know, she doesn't care how much I weigh as long as I'm healthy and happy. But I kind of always wanted to lose a little bit of weight. But so yeah, through all this, I've lost about 20 pounds in about basically a week, which was not the healthiest thing. But that's a very small, minor good news thing. Like I said, I wanted to lose a little bit of weight, but that's not the best way to lose weight is in the hospital from being sick. Actually not. Diet and exercise is the best way to do it, but obviously when you're not eating because antibiotics screw with your digestive system and make you nauseous and you're highly fevered and your arm hurts and sore and this, but you don't want to really eat food, so yeah. But anyway, the more important thing that happened while I was in the hospital that I'm still completely blown away by and overwhelmed is, which I really needed some good news while I was in the hospital, because my arm, because the day I learned this was my highest fever day and my peak arm being swelled day, so I needed some good news to kind of get me out of my funk, was we did it. We hit the 1,000 subscriber mark on the channel, and like I said, I am completely blown away and overwhelmed and not prepared for that at all. I actually don't even know why I was scrolling on my phone or not when I kind of re-logged into my Definitely Casual PC's YouTube account, because I have 2 on my phone. I have one that's my non-YouTube stuff that I you know, watch a whole bunch of other stuff on, and then I have my YouTube account. So when I switched accounts to that and I saw that it said 1,000, I was actually really surprised. In fact, my wife actually texted me very not long after that with a screenshot of it, and I was I'm completely blown away by it, because I wasn't expecting it. Like I knew that it was going to come eventually, but my channel just hit the 4-year mark on YouTube. 4-year, yeah, 4-year, I believe. I believe I'm into year 5 now. Of being on YouTube, and I'll admit I was not expecting to hit the 1K mark so quickly. Like I said, I was not prepared for it. Like I knew it was coming, so I had some ideas of what I could do for the 1K thing, but I wasn't expecting it to actually hit so soon after the 4-year mark and so soon before the year ended. I was actually kind of expecting it to be into like next year a little bit when I hit the 1K mark, but it's actually an amazing thing, guys, and I really cannot say thank you enough for sticking with me for the past few years. My channel, you know, slowly getting better in terms of video and audio quality. Yes, I have screw ups once in a while with audio not working, like in my 5150 video, which I need to fix. Yeah, I'm just completely overwhelmed by it, and it really is an amazing thing. Now, I do want to clarify real quick. According to YouTube's thing, I'm not technically fully an official channel yet. I have not yet hit the watch hour amount for it, so technically speaking, I'm only a real channel by subscriber count only. So, you know, it's splitting hairs. I don't care. It doesn't matter. We still hit the subscriber number count, which is still completely overwhelming, and it's still God, how many times have I said that? At this point, it's completely amazing. everyone. It really is. My channel can only continue to grow from here, and I'm really excited for what's to come. Speaking of which, of what's to come, I want to talk about the future of the channel now that I've hit the 1,000 subscriber mark. And first thing is, right now nothing really is happening. Not much is going to be changing. I obviously, with me going to the hospital for my arm, really was ill prepared for me hitting the 1K mark, so I really don't have too many things that things planned in the pipeline right now. I am working on some new merch for the 1K celebration. It's basically the Definitely Casual PC shirt, which I don't know how many people have checked out the merch link that's in the description field. I really don't know. It's basically going to be a shirt, maybe a couple different colors than what my normal Definitely Casual PC shirts are. I haven't really decided if I want to do the 1K on the front or if I want to do the 1K on the back like I've seen some other YouTubers do. I haven't really fully decided, but I do want to do 1K merch because this is kind of a huge milestone for any channel. So that's one thing I have in the pipeline. But other than that, like I said, I need to get back in the swing of making videos. So there's going to be a lot more smaller videos coming out. I need to finish the 5150 video first. And that kind of stuff. There's a couple of things I would love to do. I'd like to do. Like I'm actually going to be making my own YouTube plaque, which I do have a neat idea for that. And I actually have some of the parts gathered around for it. I just need to build it for a video. But obviously I wanted to get this video out first so people know what's going on with my arm and why I was gone. But yeah, basically going to be doing a DIY YouTube plaque because YouTube doesn't send plaques out for, I think 10K is the minimum to get a plaque sent from them. I think at just 1K they send you congratulations on your on your studio page. But other than that, like I said, I need to get back in the swing of making videos, content creation and that kind of stuff, because I've been gone for so long. Obviously what happened could have been a lot worse, but I'm also grateful that it, didn't get worse. But yeah, not really a whole lot of plans right now, because the whole being in the hospital for 3 weeks has really thrown a lot of things off in terms of work schedule, wife's work schedule, obviously my YouTube schedule. So the whole 1K thing really snuck up on me, but I'm still completely grateful and overwhelmed by everyone who's subscribed to my channel, commented, and etc. And I guess I should also talk about this for a second, because I really haven't done a 4-year anniversary video for the channel yet because, well, obviously with being busy and everything, I just didn't get a chance to. My channel's been going for over 4 years now, and it's been an amazing, it was an amazing year 4. I got a lot of stuff done, a lot of projects done. I'm making a lot of improvements with the channel in terms of video quality. I've been interacting with a lot of amazing people in my comment section, and also I was able to finally start posting stuff on other social medias. So year 4 was kind of the channel really growing. I mean, obviously I hit 4K, obviously after the year 4 mark, but I'm splitting hairs there because my channel grew quite a bit from the year 3 mark to the year 4 mark. And I think the most exciting thing that happened basically this year, besides me hitting the 1K mark, which was just absolutely mind-blowing in itself, was Ancient Electronics, another YouTuber that's been on YouTube quite a while, emailed me and asked me to do a small voiceover thing for a quote for one of his videos, which I was actually completely when I read that email I was actually completely thrown off, because I never thought I would be asked to do that while being such a small channel. And it was actually one of the most fun things I did, because it was able to basically collab with another YouTuber, and it was in a very small way, granted, but it was still collabing with another YouTuber. And so like this entire year, minus the hospital thing, has been one of the most amazing years for the channel, and I really cannot wait to see what year 5 holds. I mean, obviously this early into year 5 I hit the 1K mark, so I mean I don't know what else could go good in year 5 besides the watch hour thing, going up steadily and being a 100% official channel for YouTube, which would be kind of outstanding. So yeah, again, thank you all so much for helping me hit that 1K mark, that 1,000 subscriber mark for YouTube. It's still kind of, just thinking about it, it's kind of a really weird feeling, because this is just a hobby. This is something that I just started doing basically to take my mind off some things that were going on in my life at the time that were, my mind was like elsewhere and stuff, and I needed a hobby, something to get my mind off things. And I never really expected the channel to go as long as it did and to grow as much as it did. I am just still completely, it's a really weird feeling. Like it's a good feeling, because like not many people's hobbies, you know, they can say actually go anywhere. You know, usually it's they start a hobby and then they quit after a while, and that's what I actually thought I was going to do, because I just need to get my mind off things. And this has been an amazing 4.25 years on YouTube, and I'm completely grateful for everyone so far who's basically watched my videos, commented, liked, disliked, and subscribed, because it's been one heck of a great hobby, one heck of an amazing ride, and I can't wait to see what the future is going to bring, because like I said, I have some cool stuff coming in the works. I just got to get my arm back to normal, and we'll go from there. So thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any thoughts or questions, put it down in the comment section about anything I've talked about in this video. Again, thank you all for an amazing trip this entire YouTube experience has been thus far. And well, I'll start seeing you in some more videos pretty soon. Thanks for watching.